Hi, my name is Veronica and I'm an ESL teacher. Today I'm going to share with you some tips that I give to all of my students from the very first day that our lessons begin. All of my students want to become fluent and they want to become fluent fast. So I feel like these are going to be really helpful tips for you. Now, my first tip is to make English a part of your daily life. And in fact, you're going to hear this throughout the video. Learning new vocabulary is very important. And, usually when students think of studying, they think about coming home, opening up a book, and sitting for an hour or two and studying after a long day. But that's not what I'm talking about. You can learn a lot of vocabulary in a very short amount of time by just taking a piece of paper, writing down 5 words, and switching it out week after week. Now, what you want to do is take this piece of paper with the words and put it all around little places in your house. Put it in the mirror when you brush your teeth. Put one on your refrigerator. Put one on your closet door, on your front door when you're about to leave. You see it. You'll notice that after about a week of seeing these words, you're going to know them. So the next week, you can pick a new list of words. This is just a really easy way to learn something without having to feel like you're sitting and studying all day. This is really quick and easy. My second tip is finding an English-speaking television show that you enjoy. There's a lot of them out there to choose from, and I believe it will really help you in training your ear. This is really important. You need to become familiar with the pace that native speakers speak. So when you're watching a TV show, I would suggest not using subtitles. I know it can be really hard, so if you feel like you must use them, once you get familiar with the episode that you're watching, try taking off the subtitles, because when you're reading subtitles, you're not really listening to the words that are being said. You're strengthening your reading skills, but you're not really strengthening your listening ability. So take those subtitles off and listen to the natural pace that native speakers speak. And slowly but surely, you'll get used to it and you'll be surprised how quickly you can understand English-speaking television when people are speaking quickly. My third tip is getting together with your friends. If you have friends that are learning English, or maybe people in your English classes, get together with them and have fun. Do things like playing Monopoly in English or any other English games. You could play charades or Uno. This is a really fun way to practice English without feeling like you're sitting down and studying and being bored. This way you're learning and having fun, and when your experiences with English are memorable, you're really going to remember everything that you do. My fourth tip is making English a part of your hobbies. So, for example, if you like to paint, you could watch a painting tutorial that's in English on YouTube. There's a lot of them on there, and they're really fun, actually. Or if you like to cook, you could try making a recipe that's in English. Try making something different. In fact, anything that you do that's new and you put English in it, you're going to remember much better. So have a dinner party, invite your friends and tell them you're making something special. And, I don't know, make invitations, write them in English and have a translation at the end. You can really do anything, and that's the really fun part, is you can make English a part of anything. If you watch sports, try watching them in English, read an English sports magazine. My fifth tip is to put yourself in situations where you have to speak English. This is going to be really helpful for people who are shy or feel nervous. Maybe if you know some people, maybe someone in your family wants to learn some English, you could help them and kind of be like a tutor. You don't have to speak perfectly to help somebody else learn some of the basics that you already know. Maybe you could volunteer at a school to help students speak English. Whatever it is find something that you can do that's going to force you to speak. This is really important because I truly believe that if you're not speaking English, you're going to lose your ability. We have a saying in English, it's use it or lose it. And I really believe that with English. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. You're slowly going to find that you forget vocabulary or you don't know how to use the words that you already know. So putting yourself in situations where you have to speak is really going to be helpful. And my final tip is just a piece of advice that I give to all of my students, which is don't let nervousness stop you from learning English. I say that because a lot of my students have said to me that when they have the opportunity to speak English, sometimes they feel really nervous and they might shy away from speaking to people. I think it's really important to use those opportunities that you have, because some people live in countries where you don't really get them all the time. So just don't be afraid to be nervous. Being nervous is a natural feeling, and we all get it when we're doing something new. But if you want to become fluent in English, you have to work through your nerves. You have to understand that you're going to make mistakes. Don't think that every time you speak, you're going to speak perfectly. You're learning a new language, so making a mistake is part of the process. Don't let it stop you. For whatever reason you're learning English, keep your goals in front of you and remember why you're doing this. My husband, for example, he learned English and he's a really good speaker. He passed the TOEFL and came to America, and his goal was to come here and go to college, and he ended up meeting me, his wife. So you never know what other good things can come from reaching your goals. A lot of surprises and good things could come your way. So don't let your nerves stop you.